You're good, stand here. Right here. I want to first show you the difference between being touched. So if I just go like this, see the start. I didn't hurt you, I didn't knock you down, I didn't do anything. Just that touch, you totally inflection start, you know, you're being attacked.
Yeah.
Now you have a healthy nervous system. When you work with people that don't, and also because they've been touched like that now so many times by different doctors or whatever, do you know what I mean? Like they're already defensive to you. So if now my thing is, again, now I just touch left, right. Now my thing is rotation. So if I take this same and just rotate you, do you see how I get you to shift over? And there's no startle. And now I have you. I can literally start, see, and I'm over here, but I can do things to you. But from that same, again, see? You know, it's almost like a whiplash. But again, for someone like Bentley, their systems can't handle that. So, but what I want you to do, I'm going to bring you over the system my way. You can try it, like again, if I just, like what she's talking about. So if I just did this, just see what that, you know what I mean? No offense, you have CP and, you know, and also your vision's bad, you have no depth perception. Like as far as you know, that's a Niagara Falls. Do you know what I mean? Now I can still use this system and get those benefits without going to that extreme. And that's what I'm going to do with you.
Okay.
So just feel, and again, you can put your hands down, you can be a baby, I can give you a light toy. So now I'm off to your side. Now I can be right here. See, it's sort of like dancing. Now I'm obviously not going to put my knee in your bum, but you can see if I'm right here, do you see how much more I have of your system and that you can concentrate on learning versus if I'm here doing the same movements. Do you feel the difference?
I do, yeah.
So again, you know, people see me being like, you know, a big grandma. See, now I'm just, so now what I'm going to do, so see how you're starting to learn how to come over?
Yep.
Do you feel it changing your breathing and all of that? And all what's going on in the chest cavity? So I can go this, see, now that's hard for you.
Yep.
So you see just that little bit? And again, you're a healthy system. So this is kind of what I was doing here for Bentley. So now what I'm going to do instead, no, don't help me. See, I'm just going to, there you go. Just start rotating the chest cavity. See, now I can start introducing that. But see how I know just from your diaphragm what you're up to? Again, if I was out here and said, oh, here, look, do you know what I mean? I have less feedback.
Sure.
So my whole body is almost like a giant receptive. But also notice I'm here. So I can start, you know, but see already, that's your neck muscles are all going. So what I'm here is saying, your neck muscles don't have to work as hard. I'm here helping you do that.
When I see her working on an adult, I just sit here and almost go to sleep.
There we go. See now how you're tilting over your pelvis and that counterbalance I've been doing? So now that I have success, I can start doing it a couple times from this side.
She could be a hypnotist. When I live here, I
See
feel
now, look at the difference.
Yeah.
Or feel a difference. I would say look because I'm looking,
Yeah.
but notice I'm moving my pelvis too. But see how you're slowly learning how to come to your elbow. So now, yeah, see? That's a big move. Coming here. But you see how you're learning how to come to your elbow? But do you have CP?
Nope.
Nope, but right now I can look at that shoulder. So never judge someone by their file. You're working on that person. So see now how I'm changing the elbow. I tried this a couple of times, that's not working. So see again, I rotate. But guess what? Your elbow doing this is eating.
Yeah.
You know? This is crawling. This is also crossing midline. If I can't do this, I'm not gonna get this. Look at that. Look at how your back just cranked up.
Yeah.
See? You don't wanna cross midline. Now I leave that alone. I don't want you to fatigue. But by the way, if I just came over here, I haven't worked on this side. Feel the difference? Look at how much more rigid the back is now, just to protect that versus here. See the difference? How
Yeah, I
you're more
felt
ready
that.
to go to it?
Mhm.
But see, now I'm working on the wrist. See?
Oh,
C7
yeah, I see.
to the wrist. Feel the difference if I wasn't activating C7. I can come here. See?
Yeah.
Now your back is so much more unstable. This is what I was talking about with Bentley.
Okay.
See the difference?
Mhm.
It's much more synchronized. So now I can work on, extension. Very well. There we go. See how the shoulders have to counter for the wrist coming out.
Yeah.
Again, this is a pre-crawl. If someone like Gideon can't do this, what are the chances of them going out to crawl? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
That's it. Kind of feels like a stretch, but I'm dealing with the counter from here to here. Rotation all through the shoulder girdle. Feel the difference now that it's the first time you can come more or less starting to come over your arm. So now I can come back here and see if by holding you, if that makes a difference. See a big difference. So see also too, how you're learning to that's it. Let your arm come down, bum stays back. Whereas here, feel difference?
Yeah.
You have no extension for the upper body. Do you start to feel too through touch, how you can tell what the system's trying to tell you?
Yeah.
Does that make
I
more
can feel
sense?
that.
So see again how I'm rotating, there you go. Feel the extension all the way through the back and I'm not even touching it. There we go. And now see, there's your acceleration changing. See how now you're getting quicker through the bum? So your hands can get quick. But again, if I came here, feel the rate of acceleration.
Yeah.
See, it's not even synchronized. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's it. So now just with that, just walk around and see if you feel a difference from walking.
Okay. It feels a little different.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Yeah. So let your arms down.
Yeah.
Yeah. See how see the
Yeah.
counterbalance in the walking versus how the one side's still engaged by, your arms not swinging through it.
Yeah.
Does that make more sense?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So same thing now. So now standing. No, don't be on guard. But if I brought you forward here, see now how you're much more available that if I wanted you to start walking
Yeah.
versus here.
Yeah, not as.
See, you don't even know how to look at me,
Yeah.
right? Versus here, feel the difference in your vision
Definitely different.
versus here.
Okay.
So.
Very interesting.
But that's interesting, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it makes me think about teaching the way we, because so I wasn't the course director last year, but this next year I will be, and so thinking about how to organize the information, and we hardly ever talk about diaphragm. I don't think we ever even talked about diaphragm. No.
And except that here's a muscle, here's this innervation.
Yeah.
But it's important to understand, regardless of your women's kids or whatever. Now I'm going to do a more stable. I decided.
Okay.
Just changed my mind. Sort of like what we just did with Bentley.
Sure.
Okay. So, same thing. Now it's a stable object. You think, okay, the other one was a ball, that kind of thing. But if I suddenly just went like this to you, do you see how your brain's going? Like, what am I doing? Like, what's the purpose behind this?
Like when we stop this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So to put a child over this and say, okay, we're going to play with the toy down
Right.
here. Do you know what I mean? You're like,
Yeah.
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 So now again, I'm going to be doing the same thing I just did with her system. I'm going to be teaching you just how to go from here to want to present or come over your pelvis that this is okay versus,
Yeah. Like that. Yeah.
So So first, I'm just gonna, again, start attaching myself to the system. But when I do this, notice how the way I'm in touching the back and the pelvis is your feet.
Yeah.
But see, this is where I start to elongate also the diaphragm. Or let the diaphragm drop. Because most people have a very shallow breath response, especially kids with special needs. That's the biggest problem with pneumonias and all of that, because their breathing is all here and all the fluids go through the lower lungs. They can't get it out.
I imagine that's true also for like people who have had strokes or
Oh, yeah.
traumatic. Because I'm just thinking about like how to make this relevant, just to incorporate in different ways. The way that we teach anatomy in terms of
Anyone that has
anatomy.
fear in their system has a short breath.
Right.
So whether, and especially that's one of the biggest problems with cancer. Cancer, because it's fear of the unknown, whereas MS, Parkinson's, ALS, you kind of have more, I'm not saying you don't have fear with those, but cancer, people don't know the difference between 1 to 4, and the breathing really goes.
Let's get that hand out.
You just gotta watch him when you hold in that position, because he's gonna think you're gonna feed him. I think you're done.
Hi. Did you want some beans? Look at you.
So I'm gonna do you a little bit different. I'm still gonna be up here around the neck. I'm gonna come around this way,
That's what I was trying to do.
but I'm gonna just go over to the hand a little bit.
Okay.
Because I tried to tell him I don't have anything.
There we go. Oh, you want
Thanks, everybody
that
has
thumb
something for 'em.
again? It's super adorable.
I don't like to do too much over the hand because here I'll show you briefly. If I take your hand like this, notice I take away your system, your gravity.
Yeah.
If I go underneath here, feel the difference?
Yeah,
You still have control over your hand. So when I work over like this, it automatically changes your vestibular versus if I do this.
Yeah. I can do that.
Okay. So same thing, I don't know if I've ever done that to you. So if I go like this, see I take away your system,
Right.
but if I go here,
Right.
you still have it.
I don't have anything.
You're not getting you already nursed like 3 times in the last hour and a half.
But there's 26 bones through the hand. And see what I'm doing?
Yeah, I don't
And
know
this is
anything.
another thing that happens with CP is the hand doesn't present to the hand. So you're not used to this kind of movement through the hand.
Now we got that hand out.
And I'm just, as I'm doing that, my intentions, even though I'm working on the neck, is I'm feeling the foot doing the same thing. Seeing how you go into the outer part of the foot?
Yeah.
So now I can come here and sort of flip the forearm onto the hand. But I'm going still through C7 and the foot. Pelvis too, obviously. So just from that little bit, feel the difference. See how you're not presenting your hand? Your
Yeah.
shoulder's activated.
Right.
See how you're not, feel already the difference? So now I can come through the back and start a little bit. Now if the system's too unstable, like maybe Gideon, I'm gonna wanna be more here where it's my whole body
Right.
working this way. Because I don't want the pelvis to start doing
Right.
this while I'm,
Right.
there we go. So now this is the first time your elbow can free from the hand.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So see the similarities what I just did with Kristen
Yeah.
with freeing the elbow? And now the shoulder's starting to figure it out. There you go.
Right.
But this is climbing up and down the stairs. See the counterbalance you're working on through the shoulders to do all
Right.
of that?
Right. Or putting weight on your upper.
Getting up out of the chair. So
Getting
now,
out of the chair, yeah.
working
Getting
on
up on
extension
the
going
belly.
back. So if you see how you're going away from the hand.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Just feel the
Feels
difference
very
here.
happy.
See, you're not even connected to the hand to go away from it.
Yeah.
There we go, there we go.
Now you have it.
Away from the hand. So So now feel, if you had to come over, see how now it's just nice and easy to bear weight over to this hand. And you're not even really bearing weight anymore.
Right.
Whereas here, see the difference?
Yeah.
See how that's, and if I go right, that's much more CP
Yeah.
versus here. Feel the difference, how
Yeah.
nice it is to just glide over to this area versus here.
Right. Like I want to go on guard at my shoulder.
Right.
Like I want to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Versus here, see now I can start,
Right.
you know, and making it more complex. Whereas here, see, you don't even know how to look at it.
Yeah.
The
No, I have to
difference
like
in
make
the
an
vision,
effort.
right,
Yeah.
the difference in the vision, just off of that. So. But if the hand, and you see it with CP, if the hand is engaged like this, you know,
Right.
my range of motion for my vision versus what I did for her is separate this. And that's crawling. So now she can do this and this with the hands here. But if I just had my cell phone on, I'm already, you know, this is where you get into older people and so forth, strokes, issues with balance, you know, because they don't want to let go in a sense to do something like this. Now this I didn't let go, but I was available. So, and that's really presenting. And I just did a class on falling and stuff, but if I'm on all fours, that's where a child can do this and they're working on this. The hand can totally rotate out here, but this is also why seniors can't get up anymore when they've fallen. Because they're so locked, because it can't shift the pelvis, shift the weight to bring the knee into standing. And then going to here to start working on the vestibular going upright. But if they're like this,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm grabbing for the floor and I want to go up. So you're two different mental actions going on, so you're in failure.
Yeah.
Versus being able to transfer that weight to go to get up.
Yeah.
So that's why people are, you know, you got the whole commercial, I fall and then they can't get up.
Right.
So,
Right.
thank you, it was very nice meeting you.